I have 1 hour to see how many planes I can land on an aircraft carrier. That's not true. I have half an hour. I miscalculated. I'm sorry. Alright, starting with the Cessna 172. This is the one off the coast of San Francisco. And this is going to be very easy. Of course, the ship is moving, so I'm getting low. So, of course, the ship is moving, which is going to make it a lot easier. It'd be really nice if I could see over the dash. I can't. Okay. It feels like I'm, like, barely moving, but it's just that the ship is moving at, like, I don't know what it's moving at. Maybe 30 knots? No, this is definitely, I feel like this is slower than 30 knots. And we're on the ground. Let's brake, and that's one down. We're going to continue with something small. It's not how big of a plane I can land, it's how many planes I can land. So we're going to go with this next. This is, like, used for glider tows and stuff. Okay, let's get back into the... Okay, for a second I thought I didn't make my camera small again. Okay, let's not hit the thing in the middle of the runway. And let's stop. Next plane. Where is the, This I want to do later because that is really difficult to fly. No, helicopters do not count. Barren. Okay, yeah, this feels quite fast. I just said very quite fast. That's great English, Seth. I almost lost that. Doesn't matter if it's a hard landing. Let's go with this next. Did I restart? Yes, I did. Okay, it feels like we are very fast. Why is it going nose down? Oh, this thing sucks. Why doesn't it sound like I'm adding power even when no. I need to lock in. Golly, that would have broken some. What? What did I hit? Do not hit anything. Alright, next. What do you have? Let's do Corsair. This also has 0 visibility. This thing bounces so much. Oh, golly. Idle power. You can't go full braking with this thing because it just goes nose down. Like that. I'm locked in. This is definitely not the ideal landing. Why is this thing so Oh, nice. I got the arresting cable. Okay. Alright, next up, let's just go with this. What am I looking at? Oh, it's so loud. This thing has an abnormal amount of adverse seal. I'm, like, not even moving the controls. Look, it's just bouncing back and forth as it pleases. Stop this vehicle. Also, I'm off-centered. I'm still off-centered. That didn't fix it, but let me close that so that there's not as much light on my face. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Does this have a good cockpit view? It's not that bad. This thing is so sensitive, too. How am I not on the ground? Am I not on the ground? Holy moly! Alright, it's not that bad. Oh yeah, you cannot see anything, but I'm doing it from the cockpit. Nice on center line. Hey, there we go. This has been one of the better... Shoot. Yep, that's something. Something is broken. Alright, this thing handles great. So we're going with this next. Holy moly. Yep, okay, yeah. Landed so far, come on. That I've landed so far. That counts. Right. It's fun. This one shouldn't be too hard because there's, you know, arresting wires, so this is going to be pretty easy, I think. There we go. I'm not sure if this has an arresting cable or not, but we're going to find out very quickly. And it does not. I'd have to come back to that one. Next up, let's go with the Q400 because this thing can stop at an unbelievable rate in the game. I expect this will actually be quite easy if I can just control my aircraft here. I'm not even going parking brakes. That's something broken, especially because this plane's landing gear is the most is like a graham cracker. And now, come on, this thing is floaty. And that would have snapped the landing gear. Stop. There we go. See what that looked like. Oh yeah, I love that. Would have cost a despicable amount of money. Yeah, see, this thing flies ridiculously slow. And it feels like we are just floating here. How was that a crash? If this thing ever touches the ground... There we go. I'm now going to tilt the camera down so that you can see the controls. At least my joystick. Alright, why does it look like the flashlight on my phone is on? Might as well. I need to cut my fingernails, please ignore that. Holy moly. Yeah, we're just gonna have to slam it down. We are not stopping. We are not stopping, especially because I can't go hard on the brakes. Because it's gonna flip forwards. We are stopping. We stopped. We're good. Gosh, this thing sucks. This thing flies so unbelievably sensitive. So does the Extra 330. So sensitive. You can see how little I'm moving the controls. Alright, this one's gonna be tough because this thing is possibly more sensitive than the last. And it flies somewhat faster. Like, I'm basically just using, like, the, dead zone in my stick. I'm almost just using that to control it. Because for some reason the dead zone in this stick, like, see, it's got this, like, bit of wobble to it. Hang on, let me stop here. This might not be too bad. Get back into the cockpit. 0 throttle. This thing, yeah, has reverse thrust. We're getting quite a little bit low here. That hasn't been half bad. Let's do this next, actually. We're high now, because I had to move my arm. Okay. And... right there. Shoot. That would have snapped off the landing gear, but that counts. What is yeah, that would have definitely snapped off the gear. Oh, I did snap off the gear. Okay, don't stall on me now. You're stalling on me. Take a look at that. Next up, should we try the F-15 again? I think we should. I think I should. I keep saying we. We have 10 more minutes. Less than 10 more minutes, actually. I keep saying we. Holy moly. That's, yeah, that's a broken plane. There we go, there we go. Shoot. Okay. Yeah. Gosh. Early. There we go. It'd make my life easier. Consider the possibility of a distaste for work. Well, that counts. Okay, so we snap off the gear. Okay. Learjet 45. We're stalling. We're stalling. Add power. Wouldn't be too bad. This thing handles amazingly. It's not too sensitive. Yes, 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 yes. Not even using parking brakes. I'm fine with that. Now, for the last few minutes here, you are getting moved over to my throttle. Be the 737-200. Alright, nope, auto throttle off. Okay, we need some power here. I can't see anything at all, not even a little bit. Put the nose back. Just not try to hit the edge of the carrier again. Heck yeah, nope. Gosh, too flipping early. And great. It's looking incredible. Idle. Please, 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 please. I don't have a parking brake. Absolutely. Oh, that is like the earliest I could have possibly landed. Give me slow-mo. That is as early as you could possibly land. I mean, like, I might have even touched down on these. Alright, I said that was the last one, but just for fun, let's try a takeoff. Okay, stop what happened. The flaps go down pretty fast on this, I think. Never mind. Alright, let's rotate our aircraft a little bit. There we go. Right here. We're gonna go full throttle. Parking brake off. And then we're gonna add flaps. Add flaps as we roll. Turn a little bit. Oh, we got that easy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The answer is on screen. I didn't keep count, to be honest. I just kind of kept on going, and I gotta go now. So I will see you later. Goodbye.